So when the Giants were taking on the Eagles, things started off really bad for the Giants, specifically on special teams where Jamie Gillen's first punt was speed running 41 yards, only taking that ball about 3.04 seconds by my watch to get there. And if you're wondering how many people run a 3-second 40-yard dash, here's a complete list. So since none of those people are on the Giants team, nor the earthly plane, the Eagles get a hell of a return to set up an easy score. And if that wasn't bad enough, the very next punt goes 31 yards this time and is caught off the bounce for our poor injured Jamie Gillen to have netted a whopping 6 yards across 2 punts. Both of those drives that came from those punts resulted in touchdowns, and the half resulted with a score of 20-3. So it was looking pretty dire. But in the second half, they needed something big. They needed something that could really change the pace of this game and get things swinging back in their favor. And after a Mason Crosby kickoff, they just about got it. Now, at first glance, it looks like a goofy little play, but nothing special. The returner gets the ball, takes a couple steps, and boom, runs into his own player, fumbling the ball and giving that back to the Giants. But as we take a look a little further back at how we got here, we see that this play was really made by Isaiah Simmons as he tossed Zacchaeus like a sack of potatoes into the returner to make this play happen. And holy shit, did this little play have some major ramifications. Everyone knows that Mason Crosby, the Giants kicker, is a little long in the tooth and therefore can't hit the ball as deep as before, which is one of the main reasons why the Packers released him to greener, or in this case bluer, pastures. So the kickoff return game was finally back on the menu for the Eagles, and likely they had planned on that being a big part of their game as they had returned the previous kick as well. But after this play, they completely pulled the plug. They realized the mismatch Simmons had was so bad that they literally never attempted another kickoff return, despite the fact that not a single kickoff found its way into the end zone and none of the hang times warranted a fair catch percentage. It's just that they had one guy on their team who played so violently, who was ready to cause so much disruption, that they decided, we're just not going to run this play at all. Hell yeah, Isaiah Simmons. That's how you play kickoff.
He actually shoves him into Boston, Scott.